Yo, what is good, fellow Goyam? Today, I'm going to be breaking down how I would matchmake the current UFC lightweight division. Let's get right into it. First of all, we need to establish a couple of things. First of all, I've already done an entire video on this, bro. Arman Saryukin isn't getting the title shot. If that in mid 2026 is still hard for you to understand why that's happening, go watch my video. It's pretty fucking simple. And then also, Gaethje, he's not coming back till like January 2027. He confirmed it on JRE. If you look at his record, I want to say he's never fought more than 3 times in a year for the UFC. And for him to fight twice in 6 months is super, super rare. So pretty justified inactivity from him. And then also Holloway, everyone fucking knows this, but Holloway's going to be fighting McGregor at 170. He could lose, he could win in a bad way. Like there's so much uncertainty with that, so I'm not gonna bother trying to matchmake him or McGregor at this point. And then also, bro, Topuria ain't coming back until 2027. I know we've all seen that fucking that graphic where it shows that he's targeting a December comeback, but that's not happening, bro. Topuria is not coming back until 2027, and justifiably so. Holy fuck, Justin Gaethje beat the shit out of him. Now, before you lose your mind, I just let me explain. I think this makes a lot of sense. Given that we've established Arman isn't getting the fucking title shot, bro, run Gaethje Oliveira too. And I'll tell you why. Gaethje really wants to get this one back. He's said in so many interviews he needs to get the Charles fight back and he needs to get the Holloway fight back. Meaning that he would accept this rematch in a fucking instant. And also, Charles Oliveira is a fucking massive star. I mean, I know that Topuria and Pereira are beltless now, but before that, I would have said that he's by far the biggest star in the UFC that doesn't have a belt. I mean, he's got 10 million followers on Instagram. Let's be honest, the UFC, they want him as champ over Justin, man. I don't need to explain that. And then the first fight, oh my fucking God, it was so good. When you have a first fight that's that good, you don't need any trash talk in the build-up. Just release that fight the week of the fight. It'll get a fucking 10 million views. All people are going to be talking about is how good the first fight was. So, I mean, yeah, it's free fucking promo. And then also, Oliveira just dominated Max Holloway and dominated Gamrot. You don't see anyone doing those two guys like that. I think the way he just dominated 2 top 10 opponents back to back, I think it gives him a title shot in the history they have. And regardless of if you're an Arman fan or not, and this would make you upset, everyone wants to see this fight. Everyone. And then this one seems very logical to me. Ilia Topuria versus the BSD Patty winner. Topuria, we've already explained this, but Topuria is going to need a shit ton of time off. And then also, both these guys, BSD is pretty active, but if he wins this, it'll be 2 fights this year already. He fought in November before that, and then I think September before that, so he's been super active. And then Patty, he is super fucking inactive. He gets fat as shit in between fights, so I don't think and this fight could be a fucking war. Like, we have no idea. So I think both these guys, the winner, they would have no problem sitting out for, 7 months to, go against Ilia Topuria. I feel like this makes a lot of sense. Also, great fucking bounce back test for Ilia. If Ilia comes back and just destroys the winner of this fight, bro, his star power will be almost right where it was. That'll be fucking huge. And if Patty wins, like I think he will, we can finally get the fucking super fight that we've been wanting for years, man. Like, could you imagine Oliveira fucking Gaethje 2 for the January card and then a co-main event of Topuria Patty? I guess Patty said he's never fighting in January again, so that's a problem. But, like, just imagine getting those 2 fights on the same card. Holy fucking shit. And then, okay, before you go crazy, let me explain. Arman Saryukin versus Mauricio Hufi. Arman is still in fucking matchmaking purgatory. He's not going to be given a super favorable matchup. I mean, actually, this is kind of a favorable matchup, but the UFC definitely wants to push Rufi. I mean, he's got an insanely entertaining fighting style, insane striking, and then also, as we all know, every fucking fighting nerd, I guess he's not a fighting nerd anymore, but any sort of fighting nerd adjacent fighter, they just have Dana White privilege. It's just the way it is. And then also, am I the only one that this just screams fight night main event? I'm not going to explain why or how, but this just fucking screams to me that the UFC announces this as a fight night main event, and then all the comments are, what the fuck, why would Armin be fighting down the rankings? And then, yeah, Armin also, he would definitely see this as an easy matchup because of how the BSD fight went. He'll just think, all right, I'll go in there, take this guy down, easily fuck him up, and then guarantee my title shot. And then, obviously, Rufy's going to take that jump up in the rankings. So, I actually think it makes a lot of sense. Next one, the inventor of sex himself, Colin Salkild versus Mateusz Gamrot. Salkild obviously called out Gamrot after he knocked out Dariush, and in my experience, the UFC is always going to be inclined to give the fighters the call-outs they want. And also, this would be a fucking amazing test for Salkild. If he goes out there and finishes Gamrot, knocks him out, out-grapples him, something like that, he'll be the certified real fucking deal. He'll be one fight away from the title. And then also, bro, as much as I'm not a big fan of Gamrot's fighting style, he's got a total fucking BMF mentality. He will literally fight anyone. He just fought fucking Esteban Ribovic in his last fight, ranked like number 7. So if they come to him and give him this fight, he's signing the contract. And also, bro, if Salkild fucking loses, IGBBMN. IGBBMN. That's all I gotta fucking say. And then, Dan Hooker versus Renato Moicano. Two pretty big names. You know, this would be like a good second fight, or I guess like featured fight on a number card. Kind of a nothing burger of a fight, to be honest. I mean, Moicano, he's coming off a win off Chris Duncan, which is like, meh. And then Hooker's just been looking dog shit recently, so I'd probably pick Moicano to win this easily. He'll definitely think this is a winnable matchup, and that is grappling will give Hooker problems. And then also, bro, neither of these dudes are in a position to be fucking making demands for the UFC. If they come to both these dudes, give them this contract, I seriously doubt they would not, sign it. I just can't see that. And then also, I want to do Fiziev versus the BSD Patty loser. This is something I noticed recently because Fiziev just knocked out Torres. Bro, Fiziev is actually a really big name. The edits I was seeing of him and the interactions and the likes and comments on the post after he won, he has a lot bigger of a fan base than I previously understood. And then the timing makes a lot of sense. Fiziev got fucking slimed earlier this year and just fought. I think he wouldn't have any qualms, waiting 6 months to fight the winner of this. I don't think that'd be a problem for him. And then also, the loser of this, they probably see it as a pretty good bounce back due to, thinking they can just go in there and grapple Fiziev. And, bro, Fiziev, you're not fucking getting Charles Little, bro. Like, it honestly astonishes me how fighters be making these call-outs sometimes, and you just know it's never going to fucking happen. Do you really think you are going to get Charles Oliveira in a BMF fight? Like, an example of a great, reasonable call-out, Quillen Salkild calling out Gamrot. When you have actual semi-reasonable call-outs, it's so likely that the UFC is going to make them. So I really don't understand why fighters make retarded-ass call-outs. I really don't. And then let me cook. Let me fucking cook. You know how insane this would be. Manuel Torres versus the winner of McKinney and Green. I don't need to explain, bro. This shit is not making it out of the first round. This would be a fucking banger war the second that bell rings, especially if McKinney wins, bro. If McKinney knocks out Green and they put McKinney in there with Torres, I might actually put my life fucking savings on that fight not leaving the first round, bro. Like, that would be such a good fight. And then also, the McKinney-Green winner would definitely deserve a step up into the rankings. Both of them are on win streaks. And then also, Torres, you just got slimed, son. Like, you're not... I think he's ranked like number 14 or 15, but I doubt he'd be ranked by the time this would potentially happen. He deserves a step down after getting slimed. I mean, he should not have been a fight night main event. I think that's pretty clear now. Folk, Beneil Dariush, like, what? Other than retirement, I don't know what the fuck to do with this guy. Like, maybe you do him versus Tom Nolan. He's a dude who's just like fringe rankings right now after beating ZM. Yeah, maybe you do Dariush versus Tom Nolan. But, Folk, I really wish you just retire. How many more times do you need to get slimed? How many times do you need to force your children to watch you die? Like, I don't know if he's like really in need of the cash or whatever, but yeah, please retire. If not, maybe Tom Nolan. If not, obviously someone outside the fucking rankings. Good Lord, bro. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you disagree with what I wanted to match make. Have a great day, guys.